And we are live. Welcome to this episode of Thursday to Thrive. Well, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist and insurance professional. And I serve entrepreneurs and enterprises with up to 50,000 employees. I share with them how to properly protect, distribute, and transfer their wealth so they can build that legacy and create generational wealth. We've already had generational poverty. That hasn't worked out too well. I believe that it's our fiduciary responsibility to break those curses, break those chains, and now let's create generational wealth. We can have generational prosperity, and we truly can be the one in our family to change our family's last name forever. When we're here on Thursdays, we talk about zero net cost benefits. And I love this topic. It is the ROI, the hidden ROI of zero net cost benefits. And I love this topic because zero net cost benefits, something that is free, may sound like, wow, it's too good to be true. But when you really understand that it really is a true program, it is an economic relief program where the employer can provide these zero net cost benefits that are free to their valued employees and don't cost anything to their employer. I think that's incredible. It's not just about the benefits, but it's the benefit of the benefits. And this is what I mean by that. I have a one-page financial plan. It's proprietary. I coined it the Wall of Wealth. And in the Wall of Wealth, the first layer of the Wall of Wealth, the first thing I talk to my clients about is their health insurance, their life insurance, and their disability plan. And truly, I say it in that order because health insurance really is it's a first brick, if you will. We have to put that first brick really perfectly. And if that first brick is not laid down properly, I promise you, you will come back to that. If you don't have the right type of health insurance, if your deductible is too high, if the copays are too unaffordable, if there's a lot of gaps in your plan, you're going to come back to that brick because if it wasn't laid properly, you're going to find yourself in financial devastation. I've seen this over and over and over again. And it can be people that are everyday, just like you and I, but then there's even people who are rich and wealthy and they still have the improper type of health insurance. So it's not really about how much income we make. It's about knowing how to select the proper benefits. We need something that will fill in the gaps because all health insurance has gaps. All health insurance has things that they pay for and things that they don't pay for. It's up to us to understand how those benefits work. And recently I did an event with Sandra L. Washington. It was incredible. Wealthy Wednesday. It was fire. And she said something that was so profound. She said, Leah, we are either a proactive patient, an active patient, or a retroactive patient. And this is what I mean by that. Proactive patient, we're doing our preventative. We're doing things in advance. We're protecting our good health. And that's what we know that we all need to do. But things will happen. We're all healthy until that diagnosis, and then suddenly we're not healthy, or we have an accident, and now suddenly we're all broken up and we're in critical care and things. So then that's when we become an active patient. It's going to happen to all of us at some time or another. But the retroactive patient, this is the one that really hit me to my core. A retroactive patient is someone who didn't lay down that first brick properly. They didn't put in the proper foundation. They didn't understand how their health insurance worked. They have an HMO and now they can't go and access the doctor that they need to have, that specialist for their illness that they could have had access to, but because of the program they picked, now they're no longer able to have that access to it. And so what do? They're a retroactive patient. They're trying to figure out how to get access to that care. They are liquidating their 401ks. They're selling assets. I've had people who have sold homes in order to get access to the care that they need. I've seen people pull money out of their 401ks. I've seen people do fundraisers, GoFundMes. I've had people go and, ask their relatives to get the cash to be able to get their treatment. So that's a retroactive patient. I don't want any of us to be a retroactive patient. That's why I think having this ability to have zero net cost benefits, it's not just about the free benefits. It's the benefit of the benefit. That's what I wanted to share. We have a few people who've joined us. My favorite Bella, Miss Noni Veroni. Thank you so much for joining us. She always says we got to flip the script and do a cartwheel. And I believe zero net cost benefits is flipping that script. And in my mind, when we flip the script, right, we change the story and we do a cartwheel because we're celebrating. Listen, life comes at us fast. Things are going to happen. Our health isn't always going to be perfect, right? Things are going to happen and we got to be proactive and preventative. And then, of course, Henry, great to see you. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. Greetings from DC. Greetings from Monterey, California. And it is so beautiful here. I have an office. My office here, there's about 10 other offices in this building. Everybody's gone. They left about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock this afternoon. It is beautiful outside. I'm the only person here still at work. Okay, because I want to bring you zero net cost benefits. So thank you for joining us. And I want to hear from my incredible teammate, Mr. Zachary Simon. Take it away, Zach.
Man, that was incredibly deep. I mean, bringing those 3 different aspects of a patient. I think I've actually never thought about being a retroactive patient. I mean, imagine what it's like to be working at a job and be a retroactive patient, be constantly scrambling, trying to afford your medical payments. I mean, I've never been in that shoe, but wow, that is immensely stressful. And like, if you're listening to this, it is so important to legacy build and to be able to help those who may be an active or reactive or retrograde, retroactive patient. You know, that you can be the change that you wish to see your employees to benefit from. I mean, imagine being at a company where, you know, you could provide an opportunity for your employees to be a proactive patient, to take their health into their own hands, to take active steps, proactive steps, to avoid being sick, avoid having to take money out of their 401k, avoid having to start a GoFundMe account to fund a large medical bill. And so I'm sitting with that, that if you're listening to this and you have a business that does not have healthcare yet, that you can get yourself some zero net cost benefits so that you can legacy build and help your employees avoid being a retroactive patient. Like, I mean, that is immense. You know, that is inspiring to work at a place where they truly believe in being proactive. And I'm saying this because I am a doctorate student in psychology. You know, that our health is important. And so when I see my clients in therapy who are actively taking steps towards their mental health, right, it is immensely powerful that we could be proactive instead of in a retroactive state, that we can be better off taking baby steps towards health rather than trying to fix the holes and the damage that has been done in our past. You know, so if you're listening to this, again, I mean, zero net cost benefits to your business will be immensely powerful for you and your employees. It's attractive.
I concur. It is so super sexy to have zero net cost benefits. And yes, my Gita girls in the house. Great to see you. Health is wealth. And we just recently did a Wealthy Wednesday about that too. Watch that recent episode. A lot of golden nuggets. My guest speakers are incredible. So I love what you shared. And this is what it made me think about, is that in a small business, if you have 10, 20 employees, maybe even 50 employees or 100 employees, you get to know your employees fairly well because it's a smaller company. And it becomes, in a lot of the cultures that I see with smaller companies, it becomes more of a family. And so imagine the feeling of having this family, having your employees, and someone does come down with a major diagnosis or a major illness, and knowing that the health insurance that they have through your company may not be exactly the most suited benefits for them. I know if that were me, I would feel very responsible. It would weigh heavy on myself. So
Yeah.
I think that it's so much more. The rate of return is so much higher than simply the benefits, although that's wonderful. And it saves the employer money and it reduces their out of pocket. And it also helps them to reduce their workers' comp. And that's all wonderful. But I really think that that benefit, that return of investment, you can't quantify.
Mm-hmm.
When you know that your employees are able to customize their benefits, these are custom tailored benefits. Every employee has the opportunity to build their benefit package on what is important to them, to pick and choose the benefits that make sense for them. And now they have something that not only is more suited for them, but they're going to feel good about it. They're going to use it, and they're going to have the benefits and have that peace of mind. You cannot quantify how that must feel as the employee and how that must feel as the employer, knowing that you're able to provide this valuable benefit. So I love that, Zachary. That was so profound. You're so wise beyond your years.
Thank you. I've got to add something, because as we're talking about zero net cost benefits, I mean, it's so important that to have the freedom to have a tailored approach to healthcare, to have a package that is tailored to you. I mean, that's part of breaking the chains of sickness and disease, is that we can go after a healthcare plan that is tailored to your unique healthcare. Right? I mean, to break the cycle of, a terrible medical disease. You wouldn't want that in your family. So why not be proactive and take care of it now? Why not be a business who really believes in being proactive and taking care of your employees so that their children don't have the same disease or same healthcare condition?
Yeah, so on point. That's a golden nugget right there, Zachary. I want to highlight also this comment by Henry. Really, really profound. Did
Mhm.
you know America is a last Western nation in the world to not offer its citizens universal health care coverage? The American healthcare industry as a whole is literally feeding itself, right? It's feeding on itself by turning on each other, by turning each of us into billable hours. We're just a billable hour. Whew, oh my
Mm.
goodness. That is fire.
That hit me because I'm a therapist. So a billable hour, seeing clients as a billable hour, wow. Man.
Definitely. And I don't know what the solution is. I have been in the insurance industry almost 20 years, and I really started out selling health insurance. This was back before the Affordable Care Act, when you did have to qualify. The insurance companies could decline you. And the other part to that, many people may not be aware of, if they got declined, there were other options. We all know about Medi-Cal if you're in California, and Medicaid, but there were a couple other programs too. There were Mr. MIP, there were PCIP. So there were other options that they could have access to, but they had to meet some criteria. They had to be declined and a couple other things. So we did have some other safety nets. Listen, Henry, if you have the solution, I will love to hear it for you. Now, in these days, we don't have to qualify for health insurance. We do have the Affordable Care Act. But I say the word affordable in, what is affordable to one person may not be affordable to another. If you don't qualify for the tax credits, then it's extremely costly. So I really share with my clients medical cost sharing options. If you are paying high costs, let's say you're not looking for your employees, you're looking for yourself, you're self-employed, you're an entrepreneur, you're 1099, you don't have benefits provided for you by your employer. I share medical cost sharing plans with my clients, and they're not health insurance, but they will work and act like health insurance. It's an affordable option. So yeah, this is really, really good. Does anybody have any other comments, any other questions? I absolutely love all of you engaging, showing up. We appreciate your support. It's great to see all of you. And Kumar, I apologize. I am not going to attempt to pronounce your first name, but thank you, my friend, for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. Any other words of wisdom you'd like to add, Zachary?
No, I just love this. I mean, the ability to have a business where you can provide zero net cost benefits to your employees is great. You know, it's something that we should all strive for.
And the incredible thing is, it's a free service. We don't charge them for the enrollments. There's no broker fees. There's no setup fees. There's no fee to even just get a analysis to see if this would even work for you. And we will help you to enroll all of your valued employees. It's a free service, and we get paid to do this. We're actually compensated to help our clients with this. And we get paid for the work life of the employee. These benefits are portable. So if they leave their employer, they can take their benefits with them. And as long as they keep these benefits in place, we will be compensated for that. I call that massive passive income, MPI.
Win-win.
Great question. That is a win-win. Do those cover acupuncture? They do have some provisions. I've never had anyone ask me about acupuncture. I've had them ask about chiropractic, but acupuncture, that's something that I'd have to look into. Very, very good. So if you're looking for an alternative income stream, you're looking for an extra income stream, I am actively looking to grow my team. If you like the idea of providing free benefits, maybe you're currently an influencer. You already have a network. You're already known on social media. You already have a group of small business owners, entrepreneurs, and you find value in what we do. We'd love to talk to you about coming on board with our team. And obviously, we're on social media, so we believe in the social media. I'm looking for people who like the idea, like the idea of being on social media. I think it's number one. Let's see. What's this other comment here by Miss? Yes, I know you're down with it because you are a Gita girl and the healer girl too. So let's see. Henry's got another comment here. Our strategy as a nation's business standards leader should not be focused on paying for the treatments for the disease. Instead, yes. I'm all about health, wellness, preventative, proactive, eat well. Listen, and that goes back to my 7 F's, right? The 7 F's: faith, family, finance, fitness, fun, philanthropic, and food. It is expensive to be able to buy good, healthy, natural, organic, grass-fed food.
Yeah.
You can't be on a limited budget trying to feed 5 kids and think that you're going to be able to do that with just a few dollars.
It's a privilege for many people.
It's definitely a privilege. And for me, I spend a lot. I'm going to tell you, I spend a lot of money on food because I like to buy the organic stuff, right? And it's costly. A little basket of blueberries is sometimes $7 or $8. And, I can do that. It's just me. But if you have a family, that may not be reasonable. So if you're looking for extra income, we'd love to talk to you. Thank you, Henry, for your comments. I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you do. I appreciate your crusade. And I appreciate that you are really instrumental. You're really on the forefront of really leading the pack to enlightenment, helping us all to understand about how things work. And maybe you have the answer to provide benefits. I don't know. How can we all have health care that's free? I don't know. How do we undo what's already been done? I really thought the Affordable Care Act would have resolved a lot of that, but It didn't quite do everything that we thought it would do. I think it did
Mm.
a lot, but we still have more to go. There's still more work that has to be done. There's still maybe an upgrade that can be done to this. Again, I don't have the solutions. I truly don't. I don't know the answer, but I know it. Listen, it takes all of us. Maybe there's a mastermind. Miss Gita has another comment here. Personal responsibility is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Yes, eating clean food is costly, but you know what? It keeps you off the, it does. It keeps you off the pills, right? It keeps you off the medication. A lot that we can do for our good health for sure. Well, thank you, everybody. That's what we wanted to share today. We appreciate you. We're here every Thursday when we talk about zero net cost benefits. If you know somebody who's an entrepreneur and they would like to provide benefits, they're a business owner, or maybe they're looking for benefits for themselves, I can help them to access very affordable, very rich corporate style benefits, really at a fraction of what it would take for them to get it on the open without the tax credits. Let's say their income's higher, so they don't qualify for the tax credits. I'd absolutely love to talk to them and invite somebody that you think could be a good fit for our team, somebody that you think would understand our crusade, or somebody you know who will like to provide zero net cost benefits. And we'd love to do a quote for you. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, no obligation, and just give you the information. So with that, do you have any closing words, Zachary?
No, I mean, I love your favorite F word, free.
There you go. We love that. I do. I love free. It is my favorite F word. All right. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.